Time travel. Man, that is something right there that if you throw into a story, a movie, a TV show, or even a video game, there's going to be a lot of controversy in regards when it comes to time travel because rules are rules and there's different rules out there for different scenarios. Just ask Marty McFly and Doc Brown about time travel and Back to the Future. But here today on the AJ Show, we're talking about time travel, and what a fitting game to talk about time travel. The one and only time that Sonic ever time travels, and that's in SEGA CDs Sonic CD. As always, get yourself a beverage, sit back, relax. Let's talk about Sonic CD. Sonic CD was one of those games that I didn't get to play until I was an adult. It was like 2011, late 2011, when I picked up a copy of Sonic Gems Collection because I have taken interest in Sonic CD. I was like, man, that's a Sonic game I've never played growing up because I didn't know anybody who owned a Sega CD, and I didn't own a Sega CD. I had the Sega Genesis, and this game was on the Sega CD. That the adaptation to the Genesis, that slowly begins making the Sega Genesis look like it's on life support at some point. Because you throw into 32X, yeah, it's on life support. You're trying to expand every ounce of energy you can for the Sega Genesis. Might as well just create a new console at that point. But anyways, here we are. We're talking about Sonic CD, and it is featured in the Sonic Gems collection from the Nintendo GameCube. And of course, when I bought this, I didn't have a GameCube. I had the Nintendo Wii, which is backwards compatible to the GameCube games, which is nice. I love that feature about it. But this is when I first played it. And I have seen it before in the past. A friend of mine growing up, of course, owned the PC port of it. And this is basically what this is from. It's from the PC port. But I got to see at least 2 levels. It was Palm Street Panic and it was Collision Chaos. Didn't really understand what was going on. With the game, I just knew, hey, there's a robot Sonic. This is called Metal Sonic, and everybody loves Metal Sonic. He's the biggest, thing that hits the scene with this game. Sonic CD, my goodness, there's a lot going on with Sonic CD. There's time travel. You don't collect Chaos Emeralds. It's called Time Stones. And Dr. Eggman is back in full force with this Metal Sonic. And he's got this planet, here's the weirdest part about the story. The planet is called Little Planet, all right, that he has held captive. And this planet basically comes into the planet that Sonic and Eggman live on and just orbits right there into the planet, all right, and is right there over a lake called Never Lake. So what does Eggman do? He gets a big old giant chain and chains the planet down from moving. How does that work? Obviously, this guy, like I've mentioned, IQ of over 300. And he somehow managed to get this giant chain and chains this planet from leaving. And he does robot things with this planet. I can't with this already. This is just great stuff already. Oh, goodness. But that's kind of the story in a nutshell. And basically what Sonic does, he has to use the ability of time travel. He travels to the past to destroy robot generators. And then there's also a holographic image of Metal Sonic just, capturing animals. And he has to destroy those as well. And basically you have to create a good future. All right, so that's option number 1. Option number 2, if you don't feel like doing the time travel mechanic part, you can go to special stage zones, which are back. You collect 50 rings, and at the end of each act, except for Act 3, of course, that's where you fight Dr. Eggman. But in Acts 1 and 2, you collect 50 rings at the end of the zone. There's a giant warp ring waiting for you to jump into there. And that is one trip in itself. You thought the spinning things, rotating thing in Sonic 1 was trippy. This is even worse. It's not as bad, actually. You're basically chasing down UFOs to destroy. You destroy all of them, you get a time stone. Easier said than done, because I haven't actually done it myself. I can't get all the time stones, nor can I travel in time and get all the good futures, because trying to find these darn generators is a pain in the rear, and trying to time travel is a pain in the rear, because you have to go through one of these posts that say either past to go to the past, or go through one that says it's the future to go to the future. You have to get enough speed, basically like 88 miles per hour, like Marty McFly and the DeLorean, to even travel into time. Yeah, this is the game. This is the game. And here's the weirdest part about it. You'll notice some level designs. It is the weirdest, obscure level design you will ever find. You'll find monitor boxes in weird places that you can't even get to, rings in weird spots that you can't even get to. And why is there a spring in this spot here? I don't know. You'll find some random crap everywhere. It looks like somebody just had fun designing a level and threw up everywhere. But what it is, you travel through time, the levels alter a little bit for you, and you gain access to these areas. It's so bizarre. It really is so bizarre. And so, but yeah, you go through each 7 zones and you win. You know, you defeat Dr. Eggman, and Dr. Eggman, he's a pushover in this game. We'll talk about the zones here in just a minute. Let's get some of the core mechanics out of the way. So, some of the core mechanics of this, they introduced the Super Figure 8 Peel Out, or whatever you call it. I've heard it called Figure 8 Peel Out. Comics, the comic series calls it that, I think. When you go back to the Archie comic series of Sonic the Hedgehog developed by Archie Comics. Now it's IDW. Different continuity now. But basically, you push the up button, and like the spin dash in Sonic 2, you just push one of your buttons, he revs up, he goes. Sonic CD does feature the spin dash, but it's weird. Let me explain. All right. So at the same time, after the success of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, yeah, sequel was meant to be. 2 Sonic games were in development at the same time. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which was being designed here in America by the SEGA Technical Institute, while SEGA in Japan decides, you know what, we're going to make a sequel as well, call it Sonic CD for the SEGA CD. They didn't swap notes, obviously, on how the spin dash worked, because spin dash works beautifully in Sonic 2. In Sonic CD, yeah, they had the concept down where you push down and, you know, you push a button, but you have to wait for him to rev up before you can go, and then the screen shifts to the right a little bit. But because I am checking out the iOS version, Christian Whitehead once again scores with this one. And of course, this is actually the first game he remastered for the Sonic series, was the Sonic CD. And he remastered that for the iOS, for the mobile devices. And when that came out, oh, it was so good. It is so good. They made the spin dash worth working now, because now it has a Sonic 2 version. Now you can also play as Tails in this. And it's a lot smoother play. It's a lot smoother gameplay. So going back to the story plot, Metal Sonic is introduced in Zone 2. So, and he captures this pink hedgehog named Amy Rose. You meet Amy Rose actually in the first level of Palm Tree Panic. And she's just standing there waiting for Sonic. And she's got hearts bubbling out of her. Like, and if you know about Amy Rose and Sonic, and if you know about the modern games, she's got stalker level, right, all over that. I mean, she's just so in love with Sonic. She even says she's going to marry Sonic, all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, dear Lord, just slow down here. Slow down here. Y'all a bunch of kids, all right? Y'all need to slow down. But Amy Rose is captured and kidnapped in the second level by Metal Sonic. And, of course, you don't meet Metal Sonic till later on in the big showdown, which everybody is all over this one here about the showdown between Sonic and Metal Sonic. So, with that being said, let's talk about these zones. Palm Tree Panic. This is your typical first level. I mean, it's Green Hill Zone 2.0, Emerald Hill Zone 3.0, it's Angel Island 4.0. I mean, every first level in a Sonic game tends to be a tropical environment in the Genesis era. I don't get it. I mean, that's the theme they're running with. But hey, it's cool. It's all right. But Palm Tree Panic, it's a cool deal. Now, what about the battle with Dr. Eggman? So let's talk about Dr. Eggman. I'm going to talk about Dr. Eggman in each of these. Dr. Eggman is a pushover in this game. So easy to beat. So easy. It's not the 8 hits like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles is all about. Now it's just like however many hits, they warrant for it. So here it is. The best advice I can give you for this one. Once you get to Eggman's area, you go all the way to the right. You wait for him to drop down from the sky in this walker thing with bumpers and its arms. You just hit him 3 times from behind and he's done. I mean, that's it. Again, are we sure this guy's got an IQ 300? He's about chained a planet down from taking off into space. And 3 hits, you done? What's up with that, Eggman? Come on now. Collision Chaos. You remember Sonic 1 and Spring Yard Zone? Do I want to show that clip again? Yeah, let's show that clip again. It's about like that all over the place for this one. It's not, it's the name fits the bill. It is chaos. It is Collision Chaos 101 here. And this, again, where you meet Metal Sonic. And here it is, Dr. Eggman in this one. You're kind of stuck in a pinball machine, and depending on how well you do, sometimes you can get Eggman beat within seconds, or other times you're still bouncing around for minutes. It is a pain in the rear. Tidal Tempest Zone. It looks like the Labyrinth Zone, but this is a breath of fresh air. This is no problem at all. This isn't like Labyrinth Zone. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. It's your basic Sonic water level. And Eggman again. Oh dear God, Eggman in this one. Oh dear. So here you are. Eggman, you chase him for a little bit, and then once you hit him a couple times, he calls out all these air bubbles to circle around him as like a protective shield for one more hit. All you gotta do is hit him one more time, and he's just floating around and then shooting out 3 bullets. And Sonic is trapped underwater the entire time with no air bubbles except for the ones that are around Dr. Eggman. Dude, why did you surround yourself with air bubbles when you could have had that hedgehog just drown in that water? You frustrated me, Doctor. You claim to have this IQ 300. And this is the best you come up with. Somebody needs to take his doctorate away. Seriously. Quartz Quadrant Zone. It's basically, I think, a mining place. I don't really know what this is, but I think it's a mining place. And at the end of this one with Dr. Eggman, you're basically on a treadmill. Eggman's in this machine. You hit the machine, it drops down. Eggman's in there, and he's controlling this treadmill, trying to drop spikes on here. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why Eggman put this thing on top of the treadmill. Because all you have to do is just keep running on that treadmill until the floor of that thing that Eggman is in melts and destroys itself. I can't no more. I was told I had to finish the review, so here we go. Wacky Workbench. Wacky Workbench. Oh, it's wacky. I don't know where the workbench is at, but it's so wacky. You're bouncing around everywhere. It's awful. I hate it. I hate this level. This level is probably my worst level in this game. I hate it so much. And here it is, Eggman for this one. You go up 3 different levels, all right? So he starts out with this thing. He's got a drill of spikes on top of it. You hit it, he goes up. He drills through the ceiling. Things fall down. You stand on those things, and then this like magnetic thing comes out. You lift off. You get to the next level. Rinse and repeat. That's it. That's it. You beat Eggman. It's over. Now, this is probably the favorite level of most people, Stardust Speedway. And this is where you encounter Metal Sonic in the final battle between you and Metal Sonic. And you rescue Amy Rose in this one, actually. And it's a pretty simplistic level. I mean, you're all over the place. It's fast-paced, lots of rolling, lots of speed bumps, and everything going on for you. Fairly easy level. I mean, this is nothing. But here it is, the biggest showdown of them all. The final fight between you and Metal Sonic. It is a race. This time you're racing Metal Sonic, but trailing behind you is Dr. Eggman with the instant kill laser. It doesn't matter if you have rings, if you get hit by it, it's over. You're dead. Finally, we're getting somewhere with Dr. Eggman. And it's a kill laser, which doesn't matter how many rings you hold, you're going to die. But here it is. You race Metal Sonic, you try to keep up with them. The goal is to try to stay ahead of them at the end of the goal. You get through there, door drops, Metal Sonic crashes, boom, done. And of course, the final level, Metallic Madness, basically Dr. Eggman's base of operations. And again, all this is taking place on Little Planet. It is all taking place on Little Planet that's being chained down that Sonic's trying to rescue. And at the same time, trying to create good futures by collecting the time stones or traveling back in time and breaking those robot generators. You know, all this is going on all at the same time. And so here it is, the final level, the final showdown between you and Dr. Eggman. And through all this zone, yeah, it's basically like Scrap Brain Zone, but not as bad as Metropolis Zone's Unholy Trio. All right. Dr. Eggman in this one, I give up. I flat out give up on this guy. I mean, yes, this is technically either his second or third game. I mean, you hit him 4 times and that's it. That's all you got to do. I mean, you're guaranteed to get hit yourself for the first hit, but you basically just got to dodge his spinning blades and hit him. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you know what? The whole freaking place explodes. It all explodes. What, was there a time bomb? Did Dr. Eggman just say hit a self-destruct button on everything and everything just blows up? Or if you just destroy Eggman, everything goes explosion? It doesn't make any sense to me. But Sonic frees Little Planet at the end of the game. And everything goes back to her. And here's the thing, whether you got the time stones or not, Little Planet is set free at the end of it. Now, you may have left it in a bad future like I do all the time because I can't time travel very well and I can't collect the time stones. So Little Planet is always doomed. Every time I play this game, it's all doomed. Overall, Sonic CD is a fantastic game. I love it. Despite some of the crazy flaws of it with time travel, because time travel rules are thrown out the window for this one. But you look past that. You look past Dr. Eggman's stupidity. It's a good game. It overall is a good game, and I highly recommend trying it out and playing it for yourself. So, and if you look at it continuity-wise for this, I mean, continuity-wise, and this is how I look at it continuity-wise for the Sonic Genesis games. It's Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I had to move my hand back up so you can see what I was doing. That's how I look at it. I look at it like this because you can't technically have Sonic CD come after Sonic 2. Yeah, I mean, that it released after a year after Sonic 2 did, but continuity-wise, it don't make sense because immediately after Sonic 2, you go to Angel Island, they go right into Sonic 3. Sonic still had Super Sonic. He still had all the 7 emeralds at the beginning of Sonic 3 until Knuckles knocks him out and then takes his emeralds. You can't tell me that Sonic goes to Little Planet already with 7 Chaos Emeralds. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. That's why I say Sonic CD is a second entry in the timeline for Sonic the Hedgehog. That being said, I'm done reviewing video games for a little bit. And done with Sonic for a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like. See you guys next time. Stay safe. Take care. Eggman sucks. He doesn't deserve his doctorate. He doesn't.